India's history is filled with great warriors. Maharana Pratap, Chhatrapati Shivaji, Rani Lakshmibai. But there is one name that remains buried in the pages of history. A warrior who stood against the might of the Mughal Empire and protected his homeland. Lachit Borphukan. In the 17th century, the Mughals, under Emperor Aurangzeb, had conquered almost all of India. Their next target, the rich lands of Assam, but what they didn't expect was that a single man with sheer determination and brilliant strategy would stand in their way. Today, we will embark on a journey through time, retracing the story of the man who changed the course of Assam's history and left behind an enduring legacy. Lachit Borphukan was born on the 24th of November 1622 in a noble Ahom family at Saraighat. He is the youngest son of Momai Tamuli Bobarua, a distinguished administrator under King Pratap Singha. His mother, Nang Lacheng Aider, ensured that young Lachit grew up in an environment of discipline and wisdom. From an early age, he was trained in statecraft, military strategy, and the values of honor and loyalty. He watched his father govern with a firm yet just hand, learning that leadership was not just about power, but about responsibility. It was this upbringing that shaped him into a leader of extraordinary caliber. Unlike other children of his age, Lachit was not just fascinated by stories of war, but deeply committed to understanding the principles of strategy, governance, and diplomacy. His early training in warfare, coupled with his keen intellect, set him apart, preparing him for the role he was destined to play. The invasion of Mir Jumla led to the signing of the Treaty of Saraighat. The treaty, said to be humiliating for the Ahoms, was signed on the 23rd of February 1663 CE. Ahom Swargadeo Jayadhwaj Singha became a tributary of the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb. As per the treaty, Swargadeo Jayadhwaj Singha agreed to give a huge amount of resources to the Mughals along with its territory from Guwahati to the Manas River. In 1667, King Chakradhwaj Singha appointed him as the Borphukan, the supreme commander of the Ahom army. He rose through the ranks, serving in various key administrative and military positions. He started as the Gora Barua, then became Dulia Barua, Simalugiria Pukan, and later Dolakasharia Barua. The Mughals had long desired to capture Assam. In 1662, under the command of Mir Jumla, a massive Mughal army invaded, forcing the Ahoms into defeat. In 1663, the Ahoms were forced to sign a humiliating treaty, handing over Guwahati to the Mughals. But the Ahoms never accepted defeat. A new king, Chakradhwaj Singha, ascended the throne, determined to reclaim Assam's lost glory. And at the forefront of this mission was Lachit Borphukan. By 1667, the Ahoms, weary of Mughal dominance in Assam, decided to reclaim Guwahati, which had fallen into the hands of the Mughal Empire. During this period, Lachit Borphukan was appointed the Borphukan, the viceroy of Lower Assam, and entrusted with the task of leading the Ahom forces against the mighty Mughal army. With meticulous planning, Lachit set up his base at Kaliabar and launched a two-pronged attack on Guwahati. With surprise attacks and using the Brahmaputra River to his advantage, Lachit led his army to victory. After months of intense battles, the Ahoms finally breached the Mughal defences, reclaiming Guwahati in November 1667. This victory was not just a military triumph, but a psychological blow to the Mughal Empire. But the war was far from over. When news of the Ahom victory reached Delhi, Aurangzeb was furious. He immediately ordered a massive counterattack. In 1669, the Mughal emperor sent his most trusted general, Raja Ramsingh I, with an army of 30,000 soldiers, 18 warships, 1,000 cavalry and advanced artillery. In 1671, the Mughals, under Ram Singh's command, launched a massive attack from both land and river. Lachit and his forces were outnumbered. The Ahoms had only 10,000 soldiers and no advanced artillery. Lachit, standing before his soldiers, raising his sword, and said, "We fight not for land, but for our honor, our freedom. Let the world see what Assam's warriors are made of." He knew that while the Mughals had superior numbers, they were unfamiliar with the treacherous waters of the Brahmaputra. Using smaller, faster boats, the Ahoms executed precise naval strikes, cutting off Mughal supply lines and disrupting their formations. But as the battle raged on, Lachit fell seriously ill. His commanders urged him to rest, but he refused. In one of the most legendary moments of history, he rose from his sickbed and declared, "The king has given me this responsibility, and I shall fulfill it, even if it costs me my life." His presence on the battlefield ignited the spirits of his soldiers, and with one final charge, the Ahoms pushed the Mughals back, securing a decisive victory. The Battle of Saraighat was a turning point, ensuring that the Mughals could never conquer Assam again. It was a victory not just of arms, but of wit, courage, and an unbreakable will. Unfortunately, Lachit Borphukan did not live long to celebrate his hard-earned victory. Soon after the battle, his illness worsened, and he passed away at Kaliabar on the 25th of April, 1672. His body remains lie in rest at the Lachit Maidan, constructed in the same year by King Udayaditya Singha at Hulungapara, 16 kilometers from Jorhat. However, the Battle of Saraighat, although the most crucial battle of the Ahom-Mughal War, was not the last war. In 1682 CE, during the reign of Ahom Swagadeo Gadadhar Singha, the Battle of Itakuli was fought between these two forces, and the Mughals were expelled from Assam forever. Today, Lachit Borphukan's legacy continues to inspire generations. His name is etched in Assam's history as the embodiment of valor and duty. Every year on November 24th, Lachit Diwas is observed to honor his sacrifices. His story is a reminder that true leadership is not about power, but about serving one's people with unwavering courage. Lachit Borphukan was not just a warrior. He was an institution of resilience, wisdom, and patriotism. His life teaches us that no army, no matter how strong, can defeat a people who refuse to surrender. As we remember this legendary figure, let us carry forward his legacy of bravery and selfless service. Assam stands tall today because of heroes like him. This was the story of Lachit Borphukan, the guardian of Assam, the protector of its people, and a legend for all time. Long live the legacy of Lachit Borphukan.